President Donald Trump issued several executive orders shortly after being sworn into office to address immigration. Perla Cortez with a special report.
A federal judge temporarily blocked President Donald Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship until Thursday. Several states filed the injunction that blocked Trump's executive order, citing a violation of the 14th Amendment, which states anyone born or naturalized in the U.S. will automatically be citizens in the state they reside in.
The court will eventually have a hearing on which both sides will present arguments, and in that court will issue a final determination on whether or not it's constitutional. You can anticipate, a flurry of court filings to happen within that time period.
Several states filed the injunction that blocked Trump's executive order, citing a violation of the 14th Amendment, which states anyone born or naturalized in the U.S. will automatically be citizens in the state they reside in. The January 20th executive order states the 14th Amendment has never been interpreted to extend a universally citizenship status to everyone born in the U.S. However, the injunction also argues the order will harm immigrants and subject them to the risk of deportation that will cause family separations. The injunction claims immigrants would be deprived of the right to become a citizen or be denied medical care.
Although the president signed the order, the process of attempting to pass it into law may be difficult. UT-RGV Political Science Assistant Professor Alvaro Corral explains if the case reaches the U.S. Supreme Court, it will need to agree with Trump's reinterpretation of the 14th Amendment to make this executive order legal.
What they're arguing is that the jurisdiction thereof clause signifies that because, under their understanding and argument, because undocumented persons or persons who are actually not even just who are here legally but are not legal permanent residents, if they have a child, that child is not to be automatically given U.S. citizenship.
A hearing has been set for Thursday where both sides will present their arguments. Another executive order signed by Trump was the approval for mass deportation across the country. However, this action will be different. The approach will mostly be led by expedited removal.
Expedited removal is the act of deporting an undocumented individual on the spot who has not been in the U.S. for more than 2 years without a trial. In 1996, expedited removal was added to the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act, but only affected those who were near the border by 100 miles. The executive order signed on January 20th modified the law and now will apply to any immigrant residing in the country. If ICE stops an individual who has not been in the U.S. for more than 2 years and they fail to provide proof of citizenship, the individual will be subjected to deportation without trial. The immigration attorney advises individuals to be prepared with proof of residence dating back 2 years. He explains the type of documents to carry.
It's difficult for me to say, carry a folder with you like this everywhere you go. But, we are living in unprecedented times, so to speak. It would be wise for somebody to have, something to carry around on their person. Maybe they have small copies of the birth certificates, but there needs to be proof. And I'm advising my clients, right, to create a little short, package showing ties to the U.S., length of time in the U.S., employment history, ties to the community, anything that you can show that you've been here is advisable.
Political Science Assistant Professor Alvaro Cortez says the assistant agencies will also question the citizenship status of those near their target operations.
However, in the process of those, quote, targeted operations, there are people that could be in the vicinity of these operations who are not technically being targeted. If ICE pulls over one person on their way to work because they have an administrative or judicial warrant with one specific person's name, well, while they're there, they may very well question other persons in the vehicle, other persons at the house, other persons in the public area.
Although help through immigrant attorneys is available, there are nonprofit organizations that provide information on what rights undocumented individuals have in case of an ICE confrontation. Member of the Angry Tias and Abuelas organization, Joyce Hamilton, says they used to raise funds for 3 shelters in Reynosa, but now they have become an advocacy group for migrants stuck waiting for asylum.
The organization also released a statement to KVQ-TV stating the members are concerned for the community of immigrants and will do their best to provide information on their social media page to voice the rights of undocumented people.
It's always been our goal to, as much as possible, to stay very focused on those people who are going through the system. But we also understand the situation that some families find themselves in when they have no hope of an asylum court date and are, literally stuck in Mexico and can't get any further. And in some cases have been deported and cannot go anywhere else and are in danger in northern Mexico. We do what we can to advocate for providing safety for them.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott also directed state agencies last Wednesday to assist the Trump administration in its border and homeland security operations. For KVQ TV in Edinburgh, Perla Cortez.